guys, welcome to Co-Parenting with a Narcissist 101, War of Many Battles. I'm Kate. I would like to go ahead and thank you guys for subscribing, and I really appreciate it. And hopefully, together we'll work together to heal and continue to heal from this hand that we're dealt with. And please like, share, subscribe. Let whoever needs to know that this will benefit. Let them know, because there isn't really a blueprint anywhere of how to deal with these people when you have to continuously deal with them. Most you can do is go no contact, but unfortunately we can't do that. Some of us are in it for 18 years or 10, however long. Even at that, after the kids are grown or whatever, there's still wedding, graduations, and stuff like that. You still unfortunately have to continuously deal with these people as long as you have the kids are there. But today we are going to talk about child custody with a narcissist. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way, that they don't we already know, or should know by now, they don't really care about the children. So the narcissist's interest in child custody is in direct relation to how much you want the children. That is, the more you demand that the children stay with you, the more they are fighting to get the children. Now, we both know there's no love I really want to hang around my kids. No. A narcissist's interest in the child is either one, because you're fighting to keep the children. Of course, they have to go against whatever you want. They can't let you, quote unquote, win. Or two, obviously, this is a given, they need supply. Now, it depends if they have the new supply already. Even if they have the new supply already, the kids are a source of supply, for them. That's number two. Three is that they're trying to avoid child support. They will do what they can to avoid the child support. So if they're going to claim or demand 50-50 custody just so they don't have to, then that's what they'll do. Unfortunately, none of those plans involve having genuine love for the children. So the joy is in the fighting. You demand to have the kids most of the time, then they're fighting. They're fighting because, like I said, you're the target. The kids are the collateral damage. So they'll keep fighting. They don't even know what they're fighting for, except the only reason is I have to win over you on this. I might not know what the hell I'm doing, but I have to win. So you, in my case, you counter this. Once I figured out that's what this is about, I, like, towards the end of the divorce, so right after the divorce, when I kind of start putting two and two together, and I know majority of what he was saying or doing was all smokes and mirrors, and there's no substance to it. You cannot rely on this. So I know if I encourage him to spend more time with the children, that he's definitely going to run the other way, because he can't do what I tell him to do, even though it's for his benefits. And that's one good thing about these people, is that you give them enough rope, they're actually going to hang themselves, because they will cut the nose to spite the face every single time. Very predictable. So I encourage spending time with the children, and what does he do? He runs the other way. I say, okay, they go spend time with you every weekend. Of course, I didn't mean that, but go spend time with you every weekend. So that way, since they're with me during the weekdays, they can spend time with you most of the weekends. Oh no. He backed out of that one. Oh no, no, no. I rather see them every other weekend. Oh, okay. That's fine by me. So they'll avoid any extra time with the kids. You know, they'll avoid any extra time with the kids. Like, you tell them to, let's say, pick up the kids from school, or help you pick up the kids from school, or something like that. Or, yeah, like, pick up the kids from school, something after school. Maybe you could, you can't get them. That would be considered as an extra time for them, for somebody that really wants to spend time with the children. They're trying to get every time, quote unquote, they can get to spend with their kids. That would be something. Oh, I get a few hours here. I get to, chill with my children. But no, in my own case, even though that is usually the day that he's off from work, so I definitely know that he was available to do that. But no, you see, now that would be doing you a favor, and they can't do that. And of course, they definitely do not want to spend any time with the children. So you, depending on how old the kids are, need to pay attention to what the children want. My children, according to my daughter said, I love him. I just don't want to spend every weekend. I don't want to spend too much time with him. And I understand that. So you got to listen to what the children really want. And, unfortunately, they can't decide where they want to live until, I think, the 12. For here in Texas, I think it's 12. To pick and choose who they want to live with. But prior to that, if there's like an extended holiday or summer break or whatever it is that the court or the arrangement states that they go to visit, and they really don't want to, you listen to them at the same time, not break the law, the arrangement. So you have to go walk around this, because like I said, they really do not want to. They don't want them to come stay there in the summer for 4 weeks. They don't want them to come there, stay the extra 2 days. It might appear like they want to, because that's what everybody expects them to do. It will look good. They look like they're good parents if they do that. But deep down, they don't want to. Even if the kids go there, okay, you say this is, for example, July 4th weekend or whatever, and they're supposed to spend extra time with the narc, you realize that they won't do anything with them. They'll stay in the house for those days, locked in the corner in whatever room they give them, and nothing is done. There's no activity, nothing. And that is as much as they want them, okay, they are here. No, they're off to the side. Because if you're a parent that rarely see your child and there's something going on, I would think the whole time that, the child comes to visit or whatever, you get as much time as you want. You schedule activities, you schedule, we're going to go do this and we're going to go do that. All in the bid of trying to, bond with the child for those few times, they're there. But that's not it. With the narcs. The narcs, they pick up the children, and they're gonna have them, take them to the house, and you realize they're gonna have them in one section of the house throughout their stay. No interaction. Besides, oh, you eating? I feed you. There is no engagement. Because what they plan to do, they already did, which is to pick up their children. That's what everybody expects them to do, so they did it. But because that is not really, they don't care, it doesn't matter to them. That's as far as where the supply they get from me stops, which is everybody applauding them that, oh, they pick up their kids, for the extra day, extra holiday or whatever. That's it. Now, what is being done with that child after no eyes are on him or her? That's it. The child is in the corner. That's it, until maybe somebody's showing up to the house or there's a need to impress again, then they pick up the child and they put on the show. They put on the show. So here, my own case was the more I demand for certain things, I've already figured out he's going to go contrary to whatever I say. So if I say spend more time with the children, no, guess what he's going to do? He's not going to spend more time with the children. And I know he doesn't want to spend time with the children. He doesn't want to spend time with the children. But if I'm all out on, I'm going to have sole custody, I'm going to keep, they're going to, live with me, or the whole time, they realize, then he will start fighting. And they're fighting not because, like I said, not because they could care too much for the children. No, it's because now this is a battle and I have to win you. I really have to win this. It is sad, because they hate, or whatever it is, dislike. I would say hate because I think they really hate us. Especially if you leave them, you are public enemy number one. And even if they leave you, if you dare move away from where they left you, when they left you, and do something else with your life, then you are enemy too, because you weren't supposed to move from that spot. You were supposed to stay there until they show up again to pick you up, check the heat and see how you're doing, and confirm that you're still whatever it is they dropped you off. And then on to the next, they move on to whoever it is. And they keep flip-flopping back and forth like that because they believe once you're in a relationship with them, now they own you. You're not supposed to do any better. Remember, this is the best you can do. You've done it. The best you can do is them, and it has been done. So what else are you going to do from here? I am the best. You can't do any better. So immediately I leave you or you left me, your life should be crushed. That's it. You're not supposed to do much else with your life. This is the illusion. This is the story. This is the narrative they tell themselves. So here in the conclusion, if you go left, they're going to go right. Now it's up to you to know how to do that when it comes to what your children want, and at the same time not break the law. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, but yeah. So once you go left, best guarantee is that they're going right. They have to counter whatever you do, even if it's in their best interest. They can't even stop themselves. They have to. Automatically, they need to win to self-validate, pushes them to do that. Yeah. So how you use this for the benefit of you, your sanity, and your children is totally up to you. But these people are predictable. You can know what they're doing like you know the days of the week. You just have to watch them, watch what they're saying and what they're doing. Then you know which direction to go. But in all of this, remember that's the children and how they feel is of paramount importance. So whatever decision you take while dealing with these people, with the custody arrangement, have to factor the kids' feeling in it and pay attention to them, because nobody's paying attention to them over there with the narc. The narcissist is acting a movie. The narcissist is busy trying to win whatever battle he thinks you're in with him or her. So to them, the children are irrelevant. So you always have to act in the best interest of the child, because you are the only parent here. You are the only parent. All right, guys, that's all I have for this one. Like I always say, remember, get your mind right. Once you start thinking correctly, once you heal and get healthy, because that's how you get your mind in the direction. Once you get your mind right, everything else will fall into place. And once again, I thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys. Please like, share, let whoever needs to know. Whoever that is will help. All right, take care. Bye.